Malatman. Welcome to Cien News. We like to share the latest school news from Changhua County, Taiwan. To get the transcripts of this newscast, please go to our website at cien.chc.edu.tw. We begin our broadcast with a look at Cien Elementary School, whose reputation for chuck ball extends throughout Taiwan. Chuck ball is a non-contact sport developed in the 1970s by the Swiss biologist Hermann Brandt. Dr. Brandt was concerned about the number of serious injuries occurring due to physical contact in sports. He promoted the non-contact approach to team sports. Let's take a look at how chuck ball is played. Notice that there is a frame and a semicircular D-shaped zone at both ends of the court. Each team can score on either end by throwing the ball at the frame. If the ball bounces outside the D-shaped zone without being caught by the defending team, then the offensive team earns a point. Physical contact is not allowed, and defensive players are not allowed to intercept the offensive players' passes. Chuck ball has become increasingly popular in Taiwan over the years. Cien Elementary School has a long tradition of excellence in this game. When someone mentions the game chuck ball, Cien Elementary School comes to mind. More than 20 years ago, the female chuck ball team was formed at Cien. Since then, they have dominated the game and have won numerous national championships. One of the reasons for their high level of success is their coach, Mr. Chang Po-e. His persistent hard work and love of the game has paid many dividends. We asked Mr. Chang how the team was started.
我们田尾侨务球队成立于民国77年。
Our school's team was founded in 1988. Thanks to the support of my colleagues, we have been very successful over the past 2 decades. We couldn't have won the national championship since 1992 without the team members' hard work and their parents' support. For our students, it's physically demanding to undergo the whole training process. They have to get to school very early to practice. Fortunately, students find it worthwhile to work hard to improve their skills and physical strength. I think that participating in competitions, either domestically or internationally, greatly helps them expand their minds. I'm very happy to see their growth, and it's my honor to have the trust of my students and their parents. Principal Chen Rong Mao of Cien Elementary School tells us that everyone at the school is very proud of the chuck ball team. Principal Chen attributes much of the success to Coach Chang's dedication and is convinced that the students will benefit greatly throughout life due to these experiences. Next, I'd like to introduce you to the percussion group at Dachang Elementary School. The group was formed by Mr. Shen Honglong 10 years ago. What's so special about the group is that their instruments are created out of recycled items like trash cans, oil barrels, plastic fertilizer containers, and metal bowls. It not only helps to raise students' environmental awareness, but it's also an affordable way to have a musical group in which students in this rural area can participate. Since they got started, they have impressed people with their creativity and outstanding performances. In 2005, they won the national championship in a competition aimed to raise people's environmental awareness. After that, their good reputation spread across the island. They were also invited to perform on many important occasions and places like the Presidential Building. Last year, they even did some performances in Singapore. To know more about this outstanding group, we had Mr. She talk about how the group got started and his future goals for the group.
大专环保打击乐团呢，成立于民国92年。
Dachang Percussion Group was formed in 2003. As a rural school, our students didn't have as many learning opportunities as those in big cities. The principal and I were trying to develop something special for our students to do. We came up with the idea of creating percussion instruments out of recycled stuff. By doing so, we could offer students extra musical education without having to buy expensive instruments and raise students' environmental awareness at the same time. I was very lucky to have 3 friends of mine help with the students' training. At first, it was very difficult not only because we had to try many different materials to make instruments, but also because students didn't know much about music. But our hard work had paid off. Over the past 10 years, we have been doing very well. We won first prize in some competitions, and we were invited to perform on many important occasions. Many major TV stations and newspapers covered our story. I'm happy that the percussion group opened the door for many of our underprivileged students. Our success helped them build their self-confidence and motivated them to learn more about music. Now we are trying to make new shows by adding dramatic elements to our performances. I hope that people will be interested in our new shows, and I hope to have more opportunities to perform at other performance halls around Taiwan. Above all, we really hope to promote this relatively new art form in Taiwan. This new musical drama will be a great way to have our community unite together with the help from our Dachang alumni in leading a new percussion group throughout our community. We're proud to have a group like this in Taiwan. It's Mr. She's dream to promote this art form abroad. Performing in Singapore was a good start for them. However, the group's members need to work on their English before they can go further. Now, they are fortunate to have the help of Mr. Li Mengzi, who just came back from Wisconsin for the military service. Mr. Li has a PhD in biomedical sciences and is now helping the group members improve their English. We look forward to many wonderful things from this group in the future. Well, that's all for today's CIN News. Until next time, goodbye.